Yo, what is up, everybody? It is Shad's back at it with another video. Now, in today's video, I'm gonna actually be going over the best backups in this game. So, yeah, if you guys would be interested, in another top 10 or top 5 video, let me know. I don't think I'm missing any backups in this game. I don't know. I was inactive for some updates, but I think for the most part, I have most of them. So, yeah, as you guys can see, a lot of backups, but yeah, in today's video, we're going to be going over the top 5 backups. Now, I know in some of my other top videos, a lot of people took what I said literally with a lot of these things. But I just kind of go on my top 5, like list it like off the top of my head. I don't really make a list before I make the video, if that makes any sense. But number 5 is going to be the Thunder. Now, why I'm putting it at number 5, the damage is good. However, the recoil is it's not the best on this weapon. I'm sure it's probably better for me just because of higher mods. But I don't really see any new players using this, so that's why I'm putting it as number 5 here. I mean, it's just something I wouldn't use unless I'm 3-cat spamming in a private lobby, maybe. Like, that's the only time I'd use it. But even then, I do prefer the laser cycler because it's just the recoil, guys, and it basically does the same damage as a laser cycler, just for more of a recoil, if that makes any sense. So I don't like something about the crosshair. It's just pretty hard for me to aim with. I don't really like that crosshair on it. I know I'm being picky with it, but I mean, it's just personal preference. But number 4, obviously that's going to be the laser cycler. As you guys can see, with this skin also, I mean, it does kind of make it better, but I don't really think it has that much of an effect as people are putting it out to be. But I mean, it is a lot better than the normal laser cycler. I like the design of it. I know that's unrelated to the actual weapon, but it's just something to know, I guess. But yeah, I really like this because obviously the recoil rate is so low on it, and you could just kind of spam it. You don't have to really switch a lot when you're using the laser cycler. I mean, unless you're doing 3 cats, but it really depends, man, on your playstyle. But for me, I like to kind of stick to one weapon, but maybe I'll um dash around with my melee. But for the most part, just like to use one weapon at a time. But yeah, I mean, as you guys can see, it's not a bad weapon. I mean, I'm getting kills left and right. But it's just not like this map is not good for on it. I don't think it's that good for reviewing backups because I mean it's full of spammers, and I just kind of pressed random map, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I just wanted to see what I got and just kind of give like a random map, like anytime map, because I know some maps are better for some weapons, like smaller maps are better for heavies and whatnot. So I just wanted to keep it random so I could get a fair like kind of feel about which weapons are better than the other backups. But yeah, it's overall a good weapon. Like, I'll most definitely get it if you don't have it already. I'm pretty sure it's in the gallery for 1K, so that's also cool. But you could buy it, I guess, in I think it's the Steam store. Yeah, you could buy it in the Steam store as well. I hope the devs release more of those Steam weapons because I want to test some of them. Like, it would be cool, guys. I don't think they've been releasing. I would put the pulling weapon on here, like the pulling sucker, but the only issue is it's not really a damage-based weapon. It's more of a utility weapon, so I'm just gonna leave that out of here. At number 3, it's gonna be the Pegasus. I think that's called, or the Sparkling Horn. It's basically, I mean, it's your generic backup, just with pretty good damage and wall break. I'm pretty sure. This came out on a BP. I really liked the BP it came out on. I forgot what it was called, but I just remember that was when PG was doing really well. I think it came out 2022, maybe 2021. I'm not really sure, guys. You know, I get confused because how many BPs come out, man. Like, there's too many to count at this point. But yeah, as you guys can see, it's not a bad weapon. I mean, this guy is my anti-mods, and it still one-shots him most of the time. It has critical a lot of the time, so most of the time it will be a one-shot. That's what I enjoy about it. Now, looking at my weapons, a weapon I would tie up with this is going to have to be I think that, yeah, Hypno Hunter, because I just had to leave it at like the Sparkling Horn and the Hypno Hunter on this, because like I didn't know, like, guys, I wanted to add more weapons just because I think like they're on like the same level, if that makes any sense. But yeah, this is like the only tier that I'd put them as equal, but I think this slightly edges out the Sparkling Horn. Honestly, a lot of this is personal preference, but I really enjoy the high fire rate backups. I don't really care about the one-tap backups that much, but I mean, this is most of the time is a one-tap. I really like also the death animation on it is really cool. I guess they just kind of fade or something. It's very different compared to, you know, the other backup death animations in this game. A lot of the other ones are just very generic, but I like what the devs did with this one because it's something different, and it's not a bad weapon at all. Like I like the design and stuff. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm doing really well with it. I think this came out in a lottery, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I mean, I got nothing to complain about, but when this comes back, it's not going to be fun for a lot of people, guys. Unless the devs nerf it. But I think it's a pretty balanced weapon, personally. Compared to the... I think it's called the... I don't know what that nature pistol is called. Um, oh, the rusted revolver, yeah. Compared to the rusted revolver, it's not that good, guys. Now number two, I would put the bloody mercenary. I know this just came out, but it's a pretty good weapon, you know. I'd use it. I just wouldn't. I mean, I would use it in a normal loadout. It's that good, guys. As you guys can see, I'm getting like most one shot, and it's like one of the highest fire rates I've seen. So that's cool. I hope the devs don't nerf it, guys, because as weird as I'm gonna like, as weird as this is gonna sound, like I think it's pretty balanced. As long as you don't have high mods, I feel like the problem is the modules. It's not really the weapon itself. But if you have a higher module, obviously it's gonna be pretty broken, guys. And that's what I think the devs should focus on instead of focusing on the weapons as the issue in this game. But I feel like it's more of the modules. But yeah, the dolphins are the rapid flock. I was getting the primary confused with the backup, but yeah, the rapid flock is also mentionable. But for number one, it has to be the rusted. The rusted, I mean, there's not much to say about it. I mean, it's just broken. I remember I used to have like 50 capacity on this weapon, but I think the devs made some sort of nerf with the damage and the capacity, and now it's just, I mean, it's still good, but it's just, I don't know, guys. Personally, I like using the pulling weapon more just for maneuvering, but I also sometimes like to use backups like this because the vacuum is good to maneuver around as well. I really like the vacuum weapon, but I hope the devs don't re-release it in some form, because if they do, it's gonna be very annoying for a lot of people. But yeah, I'm just going into random maps, just testing it out, seeing what works, what doesn't. Alright, so yeah, it's just these bots. I mean, they're easier to test on just because they're not like grappling around. You know, you get a clear shot easily, and my aim isn't the best. I gotta be honest, guys. So yeah, it's probably best ever spots. Alright. But yeah, guys, this is most of the time a one tap, and fire rate's really high on it, so I really like it. I mean, this map is really dead, so it's hard to review, guys. In 2024, it is pretty hard to review weapons just because of these problems. But I think I mentioned everything in this video that I had to. If you guys have any other ideas about top fives I should do, I have most of the gadgets in the game, if not every, so I could probably make top 5 gadgets. I guess that would be interesting. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope some of you found this helpful, and